Good morning. It's August 18th, and I wanted to do a little video about our onion seeds. Early in the spring, we bought some onion sets, some white onion sets and some purple onion sets, and we planted them and harvested our onions. Well, while we were growing them, a few of our onions of each variety went to seed. And you can see the seed heads here. I have a video in my playlist that shows the full onion with the seed head attached. And we had both onions to go to seed. And these are the little seeds that we got out of each seed head. We let the onions grow to maturity. And then when the stalks started dying back here, you can see this turning brown. We cut the stalks off, and I brought them in, and I put my wife's yarn on them and hung them up. And the seeds, I've got a little container under each one, and the seeds, once the head gets dry, just fall right out. And there's our onion seeds. And we're going to plant some of these in the spring in February and grow our own onion seeds, or grow our own onions from seed for the very first time. And before February gets here, I wanted to plant some of these seeds to make sure they're viable. And I did. I planted some of these white onion seeds at the end of July, and they're sprouting out. I'm not sure if these are heirloom onions, but the seeds certainly did sprout, and we're going to give them a try this spring, or actually next spring. And I'll probably start them inside under lights around the end of January, beginning of February. So just a little video. If you grow onions from onion sets that you can get from your big box stores, we got them from Rural King, which is kind of like a Tractor Supply. But if you get your onion sets, and you can buy these at Lowe's or Home Depot early in the spring, and you grow them and they go to seed, then save some of your onions and let them grow out to where they form a seed head on top, and they'll go from a beautiful flowering head that you'll see bees all over to they'll start closing up. And then what we did was we went ahead and harvested all of our onions, and our seed heads were still growing, so I just left them out there, and then they started browning all the way down the seed head. So then we picked the onions with the seed pods on them. I cut off the seed pods. I put a little piece of yarn on there and hung them upside down over a little plastic container. I've got them labeled so I don't get them mixed up. And the seeds, once the seed heads dry up, they'll start falling right out of these onion seed heads. And there's the seeds. And then I went ahead and planted them to make sure we can use them for next spring. So here in about the end of January, February, I'll do a video on planting our seeds. This is just another way that we can be more self-reliant and not so dependent on the big box stores, so that if things do get bad, we'll be able to grow our own onions. Anyone can do this. It's very easy and simple. You can grow an onion in a 1 square foot. You can grow an onion in a container, a pot, a bucket, I actually grew 4 big onions in the size in an area where I previously planted our tomatoes, and I was able to get 4 onions about this size in a square foot. So if you're growing your onions from sets and they go to flowering heads, save the heads and let them grow till the end of the season. When they start drying out, cut them off and bring them inside, hang them upside down, and you'll have onion seeds that you can plant the next year. Thanks for watching.